Top story, the continued fallout of the sudden closure of Minnesota Rusco. Customers and contractors are trying to put the pieces together after the 70-year-old company shuttered their business seemingly overnight. Our Rob Olson is live in New Hope. And Rob, you talked with one customer today who has unfinished business with the company that owns Minnesota Rusco.
Yeah, I talked to several customers actually in that position. Also talked to one of the former owners of Minnesota Rusco, whose son still worked here and operated the business. But they again wanted to tell customers that they had no idea that this was coming from the out-of-state ownership group. But again, people who've got work done or are about to start work are now trying to figure out what happens with their money and their projects.
It leaves me unable to have an updated kitchen.
We have heard from a number of customers at Minnesota Rusco who either put money down or took out financing for remodeling that isn't finished or hasn't even started. One I spoke with is a woman in southern Minnesota who put $5 grand down on kitchen work just last week.
Well, I'm angry. And I think it's a deceit that they just kept cash and left when they knew at that point that they were not going to be in business next week.
But her anger isn't directly with Minnesota Rusco, but rather with the private equity company in Texas who bought the company 3 years ago. The former owner's 3 sons still work for the business, 2 of them often appearing in its TV ads. Diana Deans, one of the former owners, told me her oldest son got a call at 8 o'clock Tuesday morning from Renovo Home Partners, that equity ownership group. Renovo informed them they'd be filing Chapter 7 bankruptcy. All employees needed to be out by 5 p.m. Wednesday. Chapter 7 means liquidation, not reorganization, so health insurance ends as soon as the papers are filed and employees are not eligible for COBRA. Rusco is one of 7 remodeling companies owned by Renovo, and all of them are being closed. The Deans family wants customers to know they had no idea this was coming. They were blindsided.
I don't blame the salesperson who came to my door, because she was an employee who also lost her salary that day. I blame the corporation in Texas that closed their doors with no warning to people.
The Minnesota Attorney General's office wants anybody affected to go to their website. You click on File a Complaint, and from here you'll find a link to a customer assistance request form. This will give the AG's office a list so they can assist with claims during bankruptcy proceedings. But how much of a claim remains to be seen.
It's just gone. I don't feel that a bankruptcy attorney would be able to get my money back.
And that remains to be seen here. The bankruptcy papers, at least as from what we can tell, have yet to be filed by Renovo. Looking at posts online made by the 6 other companies that they also shuttered, it appears those companies, too, were blindsided by this decision. Rob Olson, Fox 9.